Hey everyone, welcome back to the drawing table. I'm Dillard here, and I got a product here. Here it is. I got a product I've been wanting to try for a while. This is the Tombow eraser. It's called the Mono Zero eraser. It's a 2.3 millimeter refillable precision eraser. Precision is the key word. You see that there? See that that fine tip? That's what I need. So normally when I draw comic books. So normally I'll be using one of these. I'm sure you know what these are. These are the Staedtler erasers. But when you want to get some precision erasing going on, normally what you'd have to do is pull out a utility knife and then kind of chop off a piece to get a nice solid like that. Chop that top piece off so you get a nice solid edge to kind of work with. That's wasteful. I mean, look at how much I just had to chop off right there, And yeah, you can use these, but who's going to do that? Nobody's going to do that. So what I decided I needed, because I'm going to start doing a lot of my inks digitally, so I'm going to have to start tightening up these pencils, making these pencils real nice so that when I scan them in, I'll have an easier time inking them digitally. So I bought this. I bought the Precision Eraser, and I want to do a little quick unpackaging and a little review here, see how this works out. Because one thing I am worried about, the tip of these erasers breaking off. So I want to really see how that works out. So let's get this open. All right. Ain't got time to mess around. There we go. All right. So this is refillables, and this is the actual eraser here. So I wonder if it comes preloaded. Oh, it does. Okay, cool. It actually already comes with an eraser preloaded in there. You can see it's a nice aluminum looking body. I think it feels like plastic. It's plastic. Has the measurement here on top, what eraser size you're using. But essentially it's the same. I think it's an elastomer or something like that. Let me take a look. Let me look at the package real quick. Yeah, it doesn't say, but I think it's the same exact material as this eraser. So I wanted to compare the two, and I'm assuming it'll be the exact same. Because again, these erasers are fantastic. They erase a lot. Now again, an eraser is not going to erase everything you do. So I have this image that I was working on here, and some of these parts I already started to blend the pencil into the paper, so it should be a little harder to get that off of the paper. So I just want to do a little side-by-side compare. Let me move this a little bit. And if it works, we're going to stick it in this cup holder here with the other beautiful instruments that I cannot do without. These other pens that are keepers. So is it going to be a keeper, or we got to end up chucking it into the bucket of you know what? All right, so I want to try to erase a couple of things on here. Let's move this camera a little bit. I wanted to try to erase this part here, which is probably around this eye, the most hard. I pressed pretty hard with the graphite on here. I'm sorry, the lead. And then a few of these other spots to see just how precision this thing is, and will it actually break. It doesn't feel too shabby though. And I got this at Michael's. I got one of those 40% off coupons, and I got it at Michael's for about well, I went and bought some paper. I went and bought some Bristol, so I used the coupon for that. But I think this runs about $5, something like that. So let's take a look here. Okay, let's see. That's a pretty. Let's see if I can do a line next to that one. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, let's try this part down here. Yeah, you got to press a little hard, but it gets rid of a lot. Oh, that's nice. It does. And let's compare it to the Staedtler here. Let's see. Yeah, you see the Staedtler, it does a good job. But even with this new corner, it's still real. It erases a lot. So it looks, just from first appearances here, this is gonna be a keeper. Yeah, as you can see here, when I start to, oh wow. Yeah, well, you can see the line is still there. The hardest part of the line where I pressed really hard with that graphite. It's still there, but what can you do? That's, erasers don't erase everything. But wow, this is not bad, and it's thin. I love the fact that it's super thin, and it does seem to be pretty robust. Like, I'm not scared that this thing is. I'm pushing pretty hard. You know, normally something this small you would have to sweep gingerly, but I'm actually pushing pretty hard, and it's not. I don't feel like it's gonna break on me. I'm assuming that if I pulled it out a little further, it would be less. But no, just as it is, dude. This is nice. This is a keeper. You know what? Let me try one more thing. This is some real fine line stuff here. I want to see. And the thing is, it's so skinny that it doesn't really matter which way you angle it. It still throws a pretty skinny line. Let's see how thin I can get these lines. Let's see. Let's use the very edge of it. How hard do I have to push? Okay, yeah, definitely a keeper. Well, we'll keep this around. Let's open up this. It comes, I think, with some replacements. I think that's what this is. Yeah. Okay, so okay, they're not very long. They're pretty short. Look at the only the top part is the eraser, and there's a long pipe here that I guess fits somehow in this mechanic. You know what? Let's take it apart and see what we can see here. I'm assuming you pull the back off like everything else. Is that right? Maybe I gotta pull the front. No. Does the back come off? It's moving, but I don't. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the back just pops off. It has a tube. I'm assuming that tube is the. Yeah, that tube is the. Yep, there it is. The tube is the eraser. So you just feed it like a normal piece of lead through the back here. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me live. Do I feed it through the front? What do I do? Maybe I do feed it through the front. Let's see. Oh, you do? Okay. You feed it through the front. It slides in pretty easy, and then as you click the back, it extends. Not bad. Okay. Little learning curve there. It's all right. Sorry, I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but it works. All right, so that's going right into the cup of holding. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.